All right, the castle?
Yeah.
It's closed.
When?
There's bears in there.
In the castle?
There's bears in the castle.
Didn't say anything about are they gonna be gone by tomorrow?
No, it's closed. It's closed tomorrow. It's closed until there's no more bears.
Why don't they go make the bears?
Because they said it's Romania. That's what happens.
In 2014, we sold all of our possessions,
Quit our jobs, and set off as a family for a one-year adventure in Costa Rica.
The 1 year was not enough.
so we rolled up our sleeves and figured out how to make this journey continue.
We are WorldTowning.
Join our family,
Largo,
Jessica,
Avalon,
And Will, as we travel the world
to connect deeply to local cultures,
Go on epic adventures.
and grow closer as a family.
In this episode of WorldTowning, we cross into Romania in hunt of Count Dracula. That right there is Moldova. That's us crossing over to Romania. It is official. We're here. We go deep into Bran Castle, and then we seek out the less visited Poenari Castle. Welcome to Romania, our first stop in Romania that we're at is Bran Castle.
This is my Dracula imitation.
There are two castles which are presumably like where basically Count Dracula, it's a whole story, guys. Count Dracula was like basically a fictional character. However, it's based loosely on a character called Ivan the Impaler.
Now, we keep telling the kids
I had to think about that one.
that Dracula was real, and that we have to make sure we get out of here by dark. Neither one of them are buying it. They're like, Mom, you're so weird.
But the story today is basically taking us to two castles. This one here, which is Bran Castle, which is the more famous one. And then there's a second one, which is actually more in line with what he did and where he lived. It's like 3 hours away. But first we're going to check out this one, because this one is magnificent. It's fully restored, and there's a lot of history here.
And we only have a couple hours before sundown, so let's hit it.
Let's go. So it is 10 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, and unfortunately, like any other top tourist attraction, unless you get here early enough, there's a line all over the place. So
I think we should have come a little earlier.
there's a ton of people. Well, we wanted coffee first, so that kind of takes precedent here. Something tells me, Jess, we're not going to have this place all to ourselves.
That's good, because there's safety in numbers. Just in case Dracula decides to make an appearance during the day, and I know that typically doesn't happen, but you just never know. We're safe. What are the odds of him getting us?
Why are you being so weird? Dracula doesn't exist.
Okay. She doesn't think he exists.
Does he exist, Largo?
Yeah.
Sure.
You can hold my
There's a little
hand.
hesitation in that answer, Largo. Avalon, Largo, this is your last chance to leave. You can listen. If you bow out now, no one's going to be ashamed.
We're not afraid. You guys should be leaving if you have to ask that question.
Bran Castle is now a museum, but in the past it's been a quarantine point, a point of defense, a duty collection point, and a transit point between east meets west. Then it became the Princess's Castle, and now it's a museum.
And during communist times, essentially it was shut down, turned into a museum, and then eventually, after the fall of the Soviet Union, this museum became reopened in 2009, privatized, and now it's the #1 location to visit in all of Romania.
And it feels it today.
Getting from one level to the next level is kind of a challenge. These passageways were not exactly built for, I guess, taller people. But what you get to is like this massive, look at this, massive ceilings, probably like 10 feet.
Bran Castle was completed by 1382 for the purpose of defending Transylvania's border.
Oh my God, they're beautiful.
One of the things that drew us to visiting Bran Castle is the whole draw towards Count Dracula, because of the kids, and they were all excited because of the folklore and everything else. But this is not just about Count Dracula. It's not about anything like that. It is about Romanian history. It's about the princes and princesses and castles and all of the majesty of that. One of the things that they do here is that besides sort of showing all the people that lived here and what it was like to be a Romanian prince or princess, is they have like all the craft stuff. So look at this. There's eggs that they're selling. It's really a work of art.
So these are real eggs that she painted. It took 5 hours to do this. I'm gonna be careful because I'm so clumsy, I don't want to drop it. They're so beautiful, we gotta get some. Okay, those of you who are getting our monthly packages on Patreon, you're getting one of these.
Inside the structure, narrow winding stairways lead through some 60 timbered rooms, many connected by underground passages, which has collections of furniture, weapons, and armor dating from the 14th to the 19th centuries.
Oh my gosh. So walking through here, you get the ominous feeling of why this place might have been associated with vampirism and with the whole just undead.
Your blood.
Not because of that. But look at this. You have these monster beds, which you can pretty much say, whose blood got sucked from there. Now, vampires are not real. Bram Stoker, the author of Dracula, basically created this fictional character which is based off of Ivan the Impaler after Vlad Dracula, who lived in here for the years around 1450 to 1470, essentially. He was a tyrant. The guy was known for his brutality beyond belief, and he used that character as part of the narrative of what became Count Dracula.
So people come here and say, oh, cute fairy tale, the princess used to live here. I feel just creepiness. Listen to these floors, you hear that? The floors, it's dark, the furniture's dark, the windows are little. It just feels...
So this place is unbelievably crowded. Normally for us, our travels take us to places during the weekdays, or if during the weekend, it's usually during off season. This weekend happens to be like a very crowded Saturday, and it also happens to be the whole Easter week. So Orthodox Easter, the whole week they take off, and this is like the final weekend of Orthodox Easter. So I think it's unbelievably extra crowded because of that. I may be wrong, or it's just this is that popular. So we're now exiting Bran Castle, and the one thing that any sort of large tourist attraction does is it offers you your fresh supply of but of gift shops as you exit the actual location. So
I think Will's feeling like he needs some duty-free wine or beer right now after that crowd. I know what's on your mind.
All right, so there are your host of souvenir shops as you exit, but we are not stopping there because we have one more castle we have to go to. We have not really finished the whole completed story of Ivan the Impaler, of Vlad Dracula, because there's another castle which is actually more in line with this story. It is our next stop.
And apparently less preserved and less people. Imagine that.
I know. Okay. We may get some food in the meantime. Interesting part about this gift shop is they also have like the little locks. This seems to be a popular trend nowadays, or for a long time. But these are red, so I guess like instead of locks of love, they're like locks of blood. One more thing to sort of state your claim to when you come to Vlad Castle.
Leaving this place, the sun's about to break. You're riding shotgun.
We are making our way right now from the more publicized Dracula Castle to the Bran Castle, to not so publicized but apparently less visited. Now I don't know the name of that one. Will have to tell me when we get there. But it's beautiful, beautiful setting.
Helping with math back here.
Oh, he's helping with math back there. He's math tutoring. So the roads are super windy and bumpy, and there's horse and sheep and all kinds of things on the side, and all these little homemade wine stands. Now, we've passed by them so far because it wasn't a convenient spot to pull lemonade off without killing her. So I'm hoping we're going to come across some more so we can pick up some wine and share that whole bit with all of you guys.
You just got 4 bottles of wine at that other wine festival.
Those are gifts.
More?
Those are gifts. It's for when you graduate high school.
Ha ha ha.
Is that wine?
I think so. Wine and honey. Bingo! We found another wine stop. So we are going to get out. Well, we think it's wine. It's in big plastic bottles and it's all kinds of different colors. It kind of looks like soda, but I'm going to assume that it's wine. So we're going to pop out and check it out. We'll be back.
I am super excited to try, or at least to explore, and to learn, not get hit by a car. There's a lot of cars here.
Is this wine?
Now we have one here if you want.
What is this?
Syrup with honey.
Ah, okay, so how do... Oh, here we thought it was wine. It's not wine. Oh, and it tastes like the flavor?
Yes.
Does it have sugar in it?
No, they are made only with honey.
Only with honey?
Yes.
Oh, wow, this is interesting. We've seen this all along the road.
Yes.
Is it specific to this area?
I don't think so. All of our Romanian fellows are making this because it's something from mountain fruit.
Okay, so these are all
blackberry
natural.
you can find here, roseberry you can find here.
Ah.
All of them you can find here in this area.
Okay, so it's
This
made,
is
and
the-
it's the juice from the mountain berries and honey?
Exact.
That's it?
Exact.
Ah, and do you drink this? Do local people drink it too?
Yes, we are drinking this, of course.
So how do you drink this?
With water.
With what? Water?
Water, yes. From one bottle of syrup, you make around 8 liters of juice.
Okay, do you have that? Can I have a little sample of that one?
Yes.
And do I have to put water in this or no?
Yes.
Oh, but I don't have water, so it's okay to drink it like
It's
this?
okay to drink it like this, it's not a problem, but it's very sweet.
Oh. Oh my God, it's super sweet.
Yes.
Let's go with blackberry.
So here I have from sheep.
Yep.
Here I have wild animals.
Wild animals, really? Like,
Stag and wild pig.
okay.
Bear and wild pig.
Bear?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I think we're okay with just the syrup.
Yeah. We don't eat a lot of meat, but we like to, we're curious, you know? So you have to mix it with water. Do we have any water?
No.
Oh, Mom, I should let you try
Basically,
first.
we've got 2 syrups now. We have pine, which doesn't taste like a tree,
It doesn't.
and we got blackberry.
And they are delicious. He called them syrup. I don't know if they have a more formal name, but hey, I don't know how much we're supposed to put in here, but he let me try it straight up.
That's a lot of honey.
Oh my gosh,
Is that good?
I'm in love.
Should we get more?
You should get more if you love it that much.
It tastes like Kool-Aid, only natural.
That's an oxymoron, you know that.
Oh my gosh,
There's
it's
nothing
so good.
natural
No,
about
it's so good. It's so good.
That was good.
Really? Do you
That's
really
really
like
good.
it?
Yeah, we should.
Largo, try it.
We should get another flavor.
Oh my gosh, it goes a long way too.
We've heard rumors about how beautiful the terrain in Romania was, and it did not disappoint. In the last 2 years that we've been exploring all of Europe in lemonade, Transylvania ranks as one of the most scenic drives we've had to date.
All right, so the castle clearly is not meant to be for us today. So here's the story. We were barely gonna make it to the castle with about 2 hours to visit. And we were driving on this mountainous road, no one around, nothing, and all out of the blue on the side of the road, there's 2 baby puppies. So us being us thought, this is kind of weird, they're out here. We went up, we turned around, we came back, we played with the puppies. All right, so we just drove by this little spot on a busy street, and there were 2 little baby puppies out here. And then we decided that we were not going to leave the puppies on the side of the street. Does anyone want a puppy? We're coming to Ukraine next. We're going to be all over Ukraine. We will bring them for you. We'll get shots for them. We really don't want to leave them. They're super cute. I know, it's crazy. We're on our way to Ukraine. We can't take the puppies to Ukraine. We were totally confused, but we knew we could not leave the puppies on the side of the street. 1, they could get hit by a car, or 2, they would get eaten by something at nighttime. After Ukraine is Belarus. After Belarus, we've got, what's after that? Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia. We'll be in those places in the next 3 weeks, and we're currently in Romania. So as we're pondering this and we make the decision, okay, we're taking the puppies with us. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're taking the puppies. Let us know if you want a doggy. We've got to save these guys. Out of nowhere comes a horse and a wagon and a dad and 2 kids, and they're like, those are my puppies. So we are super happy that the puppies found their owners and they got to go back with them. So puppies derailed us, but we love puppies. Now there's some sort of a race going on, a car race, so the police pulled us over. No, they're the kids. Long story short, we're not making it to the castle, the second castle today.
Eventually, the car race ended and we were able to prepare for the next day. As prepared travelers, we scooped out where we needed to be for the castle in order to get an early start.
Okay, so I'm sorry. So you're telling me that? No. But one second. Okay, so I just spoke. You see this guy right back there? He actually was very kind to me. Unfortunately, at this point, he gave me some really bad news. That castle, the real Dracula Castle, it's closed. It's closed because there's bears. Like brown bears, black bears, whatever bears you want to call them. Whatever Romania said, I said, are you kidding me? It's closed. He says, yes, this is Romania. It's closed. Oh my gosh, freaking bears up there. Are you kidding me? All right.
What happened?
The castle?
Yeah.
It's closed.
When?
There's bears in there.
In the castle?
There's bears in the castle.
I saw photos about it.
Yeah, me too.
You saw photos. How did you see photos?
No, there was notices on the board by the campground over there. There was like, hey, you can't go in.
Warning.
No, it's not true.
The bears are living in the castle?
Says it's closed because of bears.
I want to go.
Wait,
Think they're
and I
bears?
can't believe you saw that and you didn't tell us?
Well, I don't know. I didn't think it was true.
What do you mean?
I thought they meant the forest. They didn't say anything about
Is it gonna that they're gonna be gone by tomorrow?
No, it says it's closed. It's closed tomorrow. It's closed until there's no more bears.
Why don't they go make the bears?
Because they said it's Romania. That's what happens.
So they just let the
There's
bears
a lot
live
of
in the
bears
castle.
here?
Well, you did see that dog looking
so
bear.
I'm not up for boondocking anymore. I don't want to have a bear trying to get in here.
Actually, I saw that in Park for Night. Someone said about some bears in the Park for Nights.
Oh my god.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So what does that mean?
Ukraine, here we come!
Really?
All right.
Really?
That essentially means that we have to go ahead and pause this adventure for the evening,
Well, our day has been animal filled.
and we have to get someplace so we can have dinner.
I think we're closing out this video.
I think we're kind of closing out this video.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got to give you the final rundown on Dracula because I promised it to you and I got to tell you. Hold on, just give me a moment. With our bear tails between our legs and feeling somewhat defeated, we got back on the road, ready to start a new adventure. Just like that, the bears got in the way of our monumentous conclusion to our Dracula spectacular.
I would rather be pre-warned that there are bears someplace though, than get someplace and have the bears come out, right? So I think we're okay. But I do feel bad we didn't get to share the second castle with you guys.
I don't know.
We would.
I see ourselves having a bear come out and sort of surprise us would actually be kind of fun for the vlog. But nevertheless, we do what we have to do. So to wrap up, who is Count Dracula, who he was not. Bram Stoker's Dracula was a fictitious character that was based off of Count Dracula, Ivan the Impaler, Vlad the Impaler, whoever you want to call him. He was a very famous hero and a very famous ruler of this part of Romania around the 1400s. Here's a little more. The name Dracula originally meant dragon. Vlad's father took the name when he joined the Order of the Dragon, a Christian group opposed to Ottoman domination of Europe. It's estimated that in his lifetime, Vlad the Impaler was responsible for over 100,000 deaths, mostly of Turks. This makes him the most brutal enemy the Ottoman Empire has ever faced. In Romania, Vlad the Impaler is a national hero and is mostly revered. His cruelty is acknowledged, but is seen as a necessary evil to maintain his power and repel his enemies. That being said, we're done here, and we are trying to go on to our next adventure.
Thank you for sticking around.
Thanks for sticking around.
I know it was kind of a crazy day.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna link up here a video that's someone else's about this Poenari Castle that we didn't go visit because I think you deserve that much. Okay, it's the one that we watched, that we saw, that led us to believe that this was something interesting.
And I'll tell you, we were thinking about storming the gates once they closed down, but Will wasn't up for it.
Enforcing
Nope.
the bears out.
Enforcing the bears
Just
out.
like that. Okay, we'll see you guys next time. Still in Romania.
Question of the vlog.
Question of the vlog. Sorry, question of the vlog. This keeps going on and on and on. Has this ever happened to you? Have you ever had bears kill your adventure? I don't expect a lot of responses. Okay, see you guys next time. Bye.
In the next episode of WorldTowning, we start the newest chapter of our journey, Ukraine, and our initial experience was not exactly positive.
So, half an hour later, we get stuck at the Ukraine border.
Okay,
That's a phrase I never thought would ever come out of my mouth. Getting stuck at the Ukraine border is kind of like, oh my goodness.
For our first adventure in the country, we meet up with an amazing family who has moved there from the U.S.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry it takes us so long to get out of the car.
Love that. That's one of the things I miss about us moving as fast as we are now in the RV, is I do miss entertaining in big capacity. If you're not yet subscribed, hit the red button now and enjoy as we continue to explore this amazing world.
And today is shower day, so we're gonna look super clean tomorrow with different clothing.
What are we showering in the rain?
Hold on, let me start that again. I was looking at this.
Yeah, please don't put it on me. It makes sense.
No, why? It was so
What
cute.
makes sense? You just put it on me without me giving
I know,
It's like,
okay.
why?
So puppies derailed us, but we love puppies.